Welcome back to yet another brand new episode of the show that in the last month has taken over the pro wrestling sports entertainment sector on YouTube. That's right. The Hard Man Cometh is back for the latest installment of the Pro Wrestling Clown Show. And I'm going to tell you something right now. I don't need 50,000 subscribers to kiss my butt and tell me how great this is. I don't need 100,000 bought and paid for fake robot views to tell me I ain't the best thing going today in this by God sector, because ever since I started doing this show, it ain't the same around here, man. I'm changing the damn game day by day. And so far, there ain't nobody tough enough to stop it. Let me explain something to you guys before I get into the show here in the opening promo, the monologue. It goes a little something like this. What I am doing is I am going after the scumbags that think that they can monopolize this sector on YouTube. The guys that think they can go on there week after week, day after day, running their mouths, acting like tough guys, bashing the WWE, bashing Raw, bashing SmackDown, bashing every angle that they do, acting like they're the king bookers around here, like they would do any better. I'm sick and tired of them in their mouth. I don't understand how this should be blowing the hell up. We're coming up on 700 subscribers. We're getting in there. We're grinding. We're working our way up. But I don't understand how there are thousands of views coming in on this show. I don't get why more people aren't getting on the ride here. I'm seeing a lot of good feedback. Get them hard, man. Keep them going. More episodes. We love what you're doing. This is the underground. This is the ECW of the YouTube game. Because I'm the only one doing this sort of thing. I'm seeing these jobber nerds trying to rip me off now. Going around talking about me. Because guess what? Think about that. Been doing this about a month. All these years in life have gone on. There was no hard man. All of a sudden, in July and August, here I am. Look what I've been able to do. And I think it's going to get bigger. And it'll get better. We're just getting started. Unless these little woke sissies get their way, they'll have me out of here. But yeah, at the end of the day, I'm doing something that I think needed to be done. And again, I'll say it again. And I understand there's going to be a lot of people that are not going to subscribe. And it's because they are fans of some of these scumbags, some of these grifters. They like some of these dudes. So of course, they're looking at me like I'm the enemy. I'm the bad guy. I told you. I will give you a heel. You want a heel? I'm going to give you one. You understand me? Because I don't care what people think. I'm on here on a mission. And I'm doing my job so far. And I'm seeing, like I said, I'm seeing a lot of guys they're down for this. So shout out to you guys. You know who you are. To all you little sissy boys that is sitting there every night crying around about the hard man and about what I'm doing, you guys are the sheep. You're the problem. You're the ones that have sat there for years. None of you did this channel. Bunch of jealous little guys. None of you had the guts to come on and do it. But here come the hard man. And I'm showing you the way. You don't gotta like it. But like I said, you gonna respect it. You feel me? So now let's get into this week's episode. We'll go and we'll pull some of these YouTubers up in the pro wrestling section, the bigger channels probably. We might get some lower level people on, and I'll review them, cover what they had to say. I will give you my thoughts, and I'm turning the tables on them. They want to go there and complain about the product. Why can't I complain about them? It's a simple logic around here. Can't believe some people still don't get it. So let's get to it. All right, so as always, we're going to lead off with our leadoff hitter here, the biggest clown fraud of them all, JD from New York 206. Now, remember, this is going to be the midweek episode airing on Wednesday. This is where we cover the reviews from Monday Night Raw, okay? Where everybody goes on there and they complain and whine about Raw and how bad it was or whatever it is. JD put out his video, shocking NXT debut, Penta versus Rey Fenix is confirmed, WWE Raw review, 8/24/26. And of course, he begins as always with his cringe, gray beard, AI car opener. I'm getting a lot of comments like, oh, no, JD does own that car. Then drive the real one up on the screen. Why is he always doing this pathetic intro? Because he thinks it's cool. That's how cringe he is.
This is your warning shot. Pew pew.
Yeah, real funny. Do the solo Sikoa. Pew pew. Another guy overhyping that whole pew pew. You and Bobby Monsoon, you two love that. You two jobbers love the pew pew, don't you?
Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness, you're really drawing it out this week, aren't you? Making us wait for your garbage video. By the way, I do want to explain to people, I think people actually think I sit around watching all these guys. I don't. I literally come on here just to try to skim through and play clips. I do not watch these guys.
Yes, I guess we out the mud now, huh?
Yeah, we are. Oh,
We out the
OTM debuted at the end of Raw there with Royce Keys. I liked it a lot, and I don't know. I haven't skimmed through. I don't know how these guys, what they're saying. I'm going to guess probably a lot of guys whining and complaining like always.
mud chat. We out the mud.
Yeah.
Oh! OTM!
You don't like that, JD?
This is something new to me, man. I don't know.
This is something new to you. OTM's new to you. So you don't watch the product. You don't keep... I thought this guy covers NXT. What is he getting at? What is this crap? What do you mean it's new to you, dude? What is he talking about? Is this him trying to act cool? Like, I don't know who they are?
I don't know. All I know is that they spent 3 years in NXT.
Yeah, they did.
If you watch NXT, man, God bless your souls. God bless you.
Oh, okay. Well, so he doesn't watch NXT. I thought he did. You know what? Who cares? See, that's the thing, JD. Nobody gives a rat's ass what you watch. Okay? Who cares if you watch NXT? I don't care. Why do you think these people are going to lose sleep over the fact that you don't know who OTM is? Bum.
Souls. They debuted tonight. Interesting.
Yeah, you see, Mark, that's how it works, right? At some point, guys get called up, and they get their shot on the main roster. Duh! That's kind of how life works. So now it's their chance. You gonna complain about them getting their shot?
Interesting.
Yeah, unlike you.
Thing is,
You're not interesting at all.
I don't think Royce Keys is leading the group.
Oh yeah?
There's no way that WWE thinks Royce Keys is gonna lead his own group.
Oh yeah, JD telling everybody Royce Keys is not on that level. there's no way he's the leader of the group, right? Oh, well, JD, who are you going to tell us who is the leader of the group then? You're gonna dig deep into that underneath that hat of yours and that extra small hoodie. Jobber here, headphones.
There's just no way.
Oh yeah?
Unless
what?
we have another bloodline defection.
Oh!
We're gonna talk about it.
Let me guess. Are you gonna say Jacob? You're gonna say Cjax525 is the one gonna be leading this group. JD, you do understand that whether that's the case or not, you're not like some smart guy, right? Anybody could come up with that idea that maybe it's Jacob behind it, right? But this will be something that'll live in infamy for JD for the rest of his life. You remember that? I told you it was Jacob. This is a bad thing that these guys do as well. They will go on there and just say something that I think kind of can be potentially obvious that could be happening. Or maybe JD's just a message board reader, or he goes to the websites every day and reads the rumors. And then he goes on his channel and acts like he came up with it. You know what I mean? Like he's like in his mind, he's like, it could be Jacob. Anyway, very cringe opener. Let's go ahead and skip ahead a little bit and see what he had going on, though.
Thank you guys so very much for joining me on this Monday evening, wherever you may be.
Right here over on TheHardmanCometh, reviewing your, repetitive show where you do the same thing for years. And it's funny because people have left comments, oh, you're doing this. Dude, I've been doing this 1 month, and I've already got this guy shook. He's on there subtly talking about me. I've got other channels subtly talking about me. I got people doing clips of me now, stealing my clown stuff. It's crazy to me what I've already been able to accomplish in about a month or so. And this guy has been doing this, 15 years? Imagine all those years. There was no TheHardmanCometh. Now all of a sudden I'm here. Think about that.
We out the mud, chat.
Out the mud. I see he changed his he changed it up a little bit. He went, now he's got what is that? It's supposed to be just like some kind of, I don't know, weird looking crystallized frickin' drink menu, and I don't know what this drink, whatever this is. He used to just have a shot glass or whatever, right? Now he's got a different laptop. Hey, JD's actually trying to make changes, guys. About damn time.
OTM has debuted on Monday Night Raw.
Yep. Look like badasses, too.
And I don't think...
Oh, yeah? What do you not think?
With what we saw tonight...
Okay, here we go.
I don't think Royce Keys, a returning Royce Keys with OTM, I don't think Royce Keys is leading this new brigade on Monday night.
Okay, this is already annoying me, right? Because, again, I'm trying not to yell and be as crazy about it because I don't want to blow my load, so to speak, early. Kind of like JD does, to blow up toys, should I say. But here's the reality, right? What I'm trying to get at is this right here. What he is doing, and I'm psychologically breaking this down for people instead of just yelling. What he is doing is he understands that what we saw might not be the full scope of the storyline, right? He knows that there's a good chance Cjax525 is the one responsible for this group. Okay? Very easy based on the way Jacob's acting, his relationship with Royce, and people are like, well, you attacked Royce. Doesn't matter. JD is trying to go on there and jump the gun like he's Mr. Brilliant. Like he's going to let everybody know, the world know, the night of, that, no, this is not Royce Keys, though. This is Cjax525 behind this. And it makes me laugh because I know JD thinks he's really doing something clever here. He really thinks that he's the only one in this world, in this God-forbidden world, that knows that this may be Jacob. I think in his mind, he thinks he's the smartest guy in the room. Only JD from New York 206 is going to have the scoop that it could be Jacob Fatu behind that group. Look at him. Look how smug the face is.
Royce Keys just doesn't have the fanfare. He doesn't have the momentum. He doesn't have...
What do you care? What do you care? Did he not do a good job last night on Raw in the angle? Did he not look like a badass? Did they not come out there and leave these guys laying? What does it matter whether Royce Keys ends up being the lead guy? You're smug. You're glib, dude. Like you think you're a know-it-all. You think that you're breaking news here. You're not.
The feel of a main event level guy, especially in the midst of a Roman Reigns and the Usos and LA Knight.
They haven't really had a chance to make Royce Keys that guy. He's only been there since this year. Came from AEW. They changed his name. The guy is in the WWE now. You know, they haven't been able to really establish him yet. On Raw, that was a good way to establish the guy. It's as simple as that. What are we doing here? This ain't rocket science.
And a surgeon, Solo Sikoa. I don't think Royce Keys has enough to lead this group.
And I don't think you've got enough to lead. What have you ever led? Seriously, you know, people are saying, well, this concept that I'm doing over here, I could do this all the time. Like, it's just like this every week on these episodes. These guys do this crap. Like, JD is sitting there smugly telling everybody what this guy's capable of. You have no idea what you're talking about. And again, you wouldn't say this to any of these people's faces in real life. You wouldn't talk like this. You wouldn't act like this. You do it behind your bully pulpit on your YouTube channel that you've got established through years of God knows what kind of tricks you've played to get those fake views. We know you got plant donos. That's why you were so sensitive about it. And, now you're trying to network. You got, Dave LaGreca wanted nothing to do with you. He wouldn't hire you on Busted Open. You did a video crying about that. You ran over to, what'd you do? Recruit Solomonster to be your number 2? You ran to try to monopolize that audience. You ran to Coachman to try to jump on the Jonathan Coachman turnbuckle jobber wave. You probably got all kinds of people that you try to work with and you operate with behind the scenes. You're probably that little creepy guy that's backstage, talking to guys in DMs every day with everybody. You're probably on those Discord groups. You're desperate, JD.
Known as OTM in this new faction that debuted on Monday Night Raw, laying waste to LA Knight, Solo Sikoa, and the Usos at the end of the show.
Why are you waving your hand around? What is that? Supposed to make your point more valid?
WWE has done a very good job.
Yeah?
Post SummerSlam.
Yeah. Now you put him
over?
over?
I said it on Twitter. I think Triple H...
Wait. I thought he said Triple H is horrible and that the product's terrible and boring every week. So now all of a sudden they've done a good job. Hypocrite. Contradicting himself yet again.
Better booker post SummerSlam than he was pre-SummerSlam.
Then why have the last couple of weeks since SummerSlam all you've done is crap all over the show and the booking, but now you're saying the booking's been good. See how these guys flip-flop? There's no... Guys, listen, if you're watching this channel, let me tell you something right now. I'm not talking down to you guys. I'm talking at you like men. How can anybody sit there and listen to these dudes and not feel the same way I do? I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't know how this channel, it's new. This should be the channel that people go to. Even if you think it's funny, at least you're going to see I make points on this thing that are valid.
SmackDown is still largely terrible.
See?
But SmackDown's main event scene is one of the more exciting aspects in all of pro wrestling.
Keep it the Raw.
Monday night largely has been a snooze fest.
No, not at all.
But
no, it hasn't though. No, it hasn't been a snooze fest at all. The promos have been good. They've continued some good angles. You're full of it. You're a snooze fest. I say this every time. You're boring.
That's all going to come back around.
Get to the Fatu.
And Jacob Fatu will be the one to lead Royce Keys and OTM.
Okay, so he's called his shot. It will be Jacob Fatu. And you know what, JD? Here you go. What are you? You want a cookie? You think you're smart? How many people are thinking the same thing as you, man? And yet you go live, right? For an audience and with this spiel. I'm telling you guys, it's Jacob Fatu leading it. You are a joke. I want to see what he said about Oba, Femi, and Bron Breaker segment, the contract signing, all that. Let's see what JD had to say.
We're in the main event, like I mentioned, with Royce Keys. Elsewhere on this show, we had a contract signing with Oba, Femi, and Bron Breaker. Oba, Femi, and Bron Breaker, I thought was very entertaining.
Yeah.
Sat down.
Yeah.
Talked shit to each other.
Yep.
Paul Heyman in the middle of this thing again. Is he for Oba or is he for Bron? I don't know.
So is he putting the segment over? I mean, it sounds like he's putting this segment over.
I would not like Paul Heyman to be involved, and I would like Paul Heyman to not be the middleman of a Bron Breaker Oba Femi feud. But this is what we got.
And that's, again, nobody cares what you like. You can have your opinion. Of course, you've got one. You've been blabbering your opinion for about 15 years.
Got to go through to get Oba Femi and Bron Breaker, which I am incredible.
By the way, I heard something like, is it true that JD from New York was a failed gamer channel? You failed at gaming? So then you turned your sights on pro wrestling? Is that the shtick?
Incredibly excited about. This is something I am very much looking forward to. That is the biggest match that's taking place on Sunday night's main event. Can't wait to see what they do.
All right, there you go. He's excited. See, I mean, I'll call it like it is. Like, I mean, obviously this guy is a doofus, but you know, sounds like he's actually putting that match over. Unlike some guys who, it's too soon. Oh, you're giving it away.
I thought the contract signing was great. You give a microphone to Bron Breaker and you let him cut a promo. You give a microphone to Oba Femi, you let him cut a promo on each other, man. I thought it was very entertaining. And then obviously we had the Vision get involved.
Yeah.
And Bronson Reed is still not back on television. We all know how Bronson Reed transformed himself into looking like a complete savage.
Oh, here we go. Like, this is one little complaint I will get on this before I move on. So, I have a problem with the social media with wrestlers these days. And I know people are going to be like, oh, kayfabe is dead and all that crap, right? I don't like the fact that everybody knows everything that's going on. They know the update. Bronson Reed's in great shape now. He's posting every day about how good he looks. And it's like, you know, and I'm not even saying this ain't nothing to do with JD. I mean, JD's just a mark like anybody. He's just a sheep. He's going to go to the websites and just glisten and look at everything that's going on and be like, oh, he's probably like, you know, I would be willing to bet JD, a graybeard, probably follows these freaking grown men on their social media platforms. It's just pathetic, and it's like he goes on there. We all know, you know, Bronson Reed's in great shape, dude. You ain't seen him yet. Have you seen him come out there on the show? Have you seen him? Are you just going by, you know, good lighting and what you're seeing? He growing his hair out and he looks in better shape on his Instagram, dude. JD, you're a freaking mark, man. You're another guy. You just, it's like, oh, I gotta go check their socials every day. The truth of the matter, the only socials I'm checking every once in a while is them hot women. That's about it. But JD's on there looking at the shirtless men's Instagrams. Anyway, just more schmuckiness here. We got to move on. Okay, I got to move on. So, on the weekend episode, Denise Salcedo made her debut here on The Hardman Cometh on the Pro Wrestling Clown Show. People have been asking me to get her on there. And, and I played a little bit of her, and she had that jobber weird guy on there with her, Santy Crap, as I called him. And, and she was kind of, bashing SmackDown, saying it wasn't very good, and going along with the flow that other guy was telling her. I kind of lost some respect for Denise, right? So then I noticed that, she puts out a video today titled, Why WWE is Finally Good Again. CM Punk, Kevin Owens, Bron Breakker, and Femi feuds. So, I thought, you know what? I'm going to play this. I'm going to see what she's saying here, and I'm going to respond to this. Here we go. Denise Salcedo.
News, WWE finally woke up from whatever slumber they were in and is getting good once again.
Oh, Denise. Oh, little Denise. I'm not buying it, Denise. Good try, but you're getting the laugh. Denise, who do you think you're dealing with over here? 2 damn days ago, broad, you're on there criticizing SmackDown. Just like 2 days ago. And now you're on here on a Monday, whenever you put this out, with the audacity to say WWE is finally getting good again. Like, where you been, girl? See, you were over there running your mouth about the product, being a little sheep to please those nerds, to please those little, sissy boys that want to criticize everything Triple H and all the WWE does now. But now all of a sudden, maybe the hard man woke her up. She said, well, he's right. Maybe she listened to everything I said. What was she saying here?
What's up, everybody? It's your girl, Denise, and I wanted to jump
It's your girl. How come Cjax is your boy? You're the girl. You ain't my girl. Let me tell you something right now. You want to be my girl? Soon as I get socials, you better slide into them DMs. And I don't care if you're married or not. How about that? I don't care. Hey, we're living life here, man. I ain't worried about no Val. But if you won't be the girl, you better be able to back that up, girl.
on here to kind of talk a little bit about what's been going on with Raw, NXT, and with SmackDown.
What do you mean? What's been going on? What are you talking about? I thought the shows have been pretty good. I mean, I'm not saying, people need to get this understood. Am I saying it's the greatest it's ever been? No. Am I saying it's killing it? No. I'm saying that a lot of the stuff's been decent. This narrative that she's spinning about, it's just now getting, when literally was complaining about SmackDown the other night.
Ever since SummerSlam, we are finding ourselves in a much better place with
No. Don't speak for me and other people. We are finding, you are. You're grifting for views. You're grifting for likes. You're playing the grifting game that a lot of these scumbags do.
And with feuds, while of course it isn't perfect, we're not here giving it a 10 out of 10.
Oh yeah. Thanks for clearing that up. WWE hasn't been a perfect 10 lately, Denise. Hey, Denise, you're not really exactly a 10 yourself. You feel me?
Just getting much closer to getting some feuds and stories that are finally going someplace. It feels like the intrigue has certainly...
Yeah, certainly been there already. What you been drinking? Is it just me, or she had a few too many cocktails?
Gone up when it comes to WWE, so let's talk about this.
Go ahead.
I want to get started with the storyline that is working the most for me,
let's see.
And that is Bron Breakker and Femi.
From Raw,
I feel like for the longest time, I have been sitting here waiting for a story that is new, that is fresh, and that...
You have been sitting on your ass for how long? How many years have you been doing this, Denise? You've been sitting on your ass for how long, waiting for something to blow you away? Well, Denise, I say bullcrap on that. I think that, matter of fact, see, I don't have time to go into your catalog on YouTube. I'd be willing to bet you guys, if you went into her back catalog, she has done this song and dance before. Let me explain what she's doing here. What she's doing is, she's manipulating the system. This is what a lot of them do. They go on, and she's got a decent-sized channel. She's made a name for herself in this pro wrestling section as a pro wrestling streamer or whatever. She goes live all the damn time. Again, probably doesn't have much of a social life. It's a game that they play. It's good. It's finally good again. 2 weeks from now, it'll be, it's so bad again. What happened? And then it'll be good again in a month. It's all a game. And it's working for them. They're getting views. They get subs. She's probably making a lot of money at this stuff. Money ain't everything, man. Sometimes, being legit and real is more important. But I'll let it play out a little bit longer. But I can already tell you this is bullshit.
Really just speaks to me specifically as a viewer. And the reason I say that is because I think there was a lot of stories that I kind of felt like, I've already seen these people work together. I felt like there was a lot of stories that we were...
Okay, then be specific. Are you crying about the bloodline? Is this the bloodline gimmick? You're saying it's been done before? You're crying about that? Are you crying about Sami Zayn and KO? If she's just going to go on and on about that, what is she doing? The Four Horsemen sign? It looks like she's doing the Horseman sign. Well, I just don't understand what she's getting at here. To me, this just seems like grifting, like James Romero type grifting. It's just raw highlights. I mean,
kind of just telling the same story over and over again, and I didn't really feel like we were getting that much new stuff. And WWE has done such a great job of building Oba Femi to become what he is now. And I have been a longtime fan of Bron Breakker, like many of you. We know that he has this ceiling that is super high, and it feels like he can accomplish so much. But of course, there needs to be some fine-tuning for him to get on the...
Fine-tuning what? They're doing a great job with this. And again, do we have to go back into the whole thing? If you watch Raw, you'll see even Breakker himself said it. It's real life, blurring in. He got hurt. Okay? It's like he said, he hurt himself. The guy, Breakker is he's a beast, man. He gets in there, he goes from 0 to 100 miles an hour, man. He is an explosive athlete, and he tore his whatever. What did he do again? I think he had like a hernia. Ripped himself up. None of these guys are tough enough to do it, like he said. He did it to himself. If he didn't get hurt, things were going well for him. Oba just happens to be in there at the moment making it happen. You got two guys. Two of them that are legit guys of the future.
The same level that Oba Femi is at now. So suddenly heading into Sunday night's main event, which by the way is going to be a show that I didn't think I had to watch, that all of a sudden I'm going, this is a must-watch show.
I don't care. Who cares if you were going to watch it though? Who are you? Who are you? Because you're a girl covering it? You're cool? I'm Denise Salcedo. I deserve credit for being a girl covering it. She's like she's like a female JD. Just not as, not as ridiculous. But you know what I mean? Like, almost like she thinks she matters more than anything. But I don't know. I just think this is grifting. I just think this is nonsense. I don't like this. I don't like what she's doing here.
But hear me out. So with
Bron
Breakker and Oba Femi, because Bron Breakker had kind of gotten, I think a lot of his momentum sort of went down, and it wasn't, I don't think
he
it was...
He got hurt! What do you not understand, Denise? You sure you're not blonde? I mean, you dye that hair? The guy was rising. That feud with Rollins was hot. The injury took everything down. It happens in that business, in that industry. When you get hurt, it takes all your momentum away. Guy's done a pretty good job since he's still going to be a main event headliner. He's still relevant. When he comes out, people still pay attention to Breakker. The fact that him and Oba are going at it tells you everything you need to know. Think about this. Oba just worked with Brock Lesnar. Brock's gone. They slide Breakker right in. What does that tell you? Tells me a lot.
Was necessarily doing. It was more so that he got stuck with the vision. Paul Heyman left his corner. He lost his feud with Seth Rollins.
What?
And unfortunately, he was gone due to injury.
Yeah?
And it felt like there really was.
Felt. Why does she say felt? She says felt. It felt like.
I was propelling him up to a whole other degree.
Hey, Denise, maybe next time you shoot a video, maybe lay off the drinks. Maybe lay off the drinks. You're a little tipsy here, so you're slurring your words. You're not saying things accurately. And to be quite honest, I'm done. You're annoying me. Denise Salcedo, grifting, guys. And very disappointed in Denise. 2 days ago, SmackDown's terrible. 2 days later, Raw's really good. WWE's good again. Fake. Bobby Monsoon. Back at it. Put out his Raw recap. Raw is unwatchable. Bad news in WWE and more. Here we go again. The clown show writes itself. This guy right here. So, and I want to make something very clear. So I asked people the other day on the last episode, I said, does he think he's a tough guy? Is he a work? Let me know. Because I was starting to get angry at him and another guy. And I was getting where I was calling these guys out. I had multiple comments come in and say, no, dude, no. These guys are working. These guys are actors. They're jokers. They're not tough guys. Bobby is, he's a nice guy, they said. This is all an act. He actually, in real life, or people, I guess, have met him or something, maybe. They said he's just sweet as pie. Bobby Monsoon. So now it's okay, now that you've told me that, yes, these guys are not tough guys, they are acting, they are working, I now realize I can't get as crazy on them. Basically, this guy, if I keep going, people are going to think I'm a bully. If I keep, calling these guys out for real life stuff. So I'm just going to let it go. I'm going to, take them for what they are. I'm still going to call them out for being frauds. Still going to mock him. But now I do know this guy would back down in real life. So I'm cool. All I needed to know was I just needed to be told who's a coward and who's not. Now I know. I'm very aware BC and Bobby are gutless cowards. And they wouldn't step to me on their best day. Now that I know that, I'll take them for what they are. Sissy, coward, weak little men. So now let me play what he was doing again. And I'm going to guess. Let me guess. It's the same thing as always, right? The sound effect, the, oh, Bobby, why, Bobby? Turn sideways, throw his hands up. Let's see if he did anything different.
Raw was garbage.
The
biggest highlight of the night was the surprise debut of OTM. Great, man. The crowd really popped for that one.
Yo, Bobby, you ain't gonna support the brothers? OTM out the mud? You don't got no love for OTM. Now I'm starting to catch on. The reason you don't like them is because them two boys would wear your ass out in real life. I figured it out. The reason a lot of these guys on the pro wrestling sector, the reason they go on there and act like this is because in real life they can't act like this. They're scared to death of these guys in real life. That's why he acts like this. Because in real life, he's afraid of confrontation, Bobby is. He already knows them brothers would whoop him upside down if he dared open his mouth in front of them. But yeah, he'll go on there and talk about them on his channel, won't he? And act like, oh, they suck. Who are they?
I heard they popped so hard that Triple H had to call an exterminator. Ah!
There you go. Oh, whoa, Bobby! Why are you gonna say that, Bobby? Maybe because you never been in a fight in your life, Bobby. Maybe because in real life when the hard man sees you out and I say, hey, Bobby, it's me, you turn tuck tail and run.
Why you say that, Bobby Monsoon?
Bobby Monsoon! I mean, doesn't it bother him a little bit that I'm calling him out? Like, I mean, does he not care at all that I'm saying he's scared of me? And I'm not joking though. I mean, like in real life, and I mean, I'll, you know, we can take it to social. I'll make one, and we can see if he wants to do something about it. Like, I mean it for real. Him and BC, and really all of them on here, to be honest with you. But I don't know. I think he'll just sit over there and do the and the voices, and I'll be the bad guy over here. I guess that's a bully. I guess I don't know. I'm a grown man calling out another grown man. I don't see how am I a bully? I'm a grown man calling out another grown man. I think I'm in my rights to do that. This guy's a fraud. Look at him. He's a joke.
Because the amount of crickets that I heard during the segment was...
Because, Bobby, you do understand, again, you're like JD, you're going to criticize OTM like I'm sure a lot of guys. You do understand, Bobby, that this is the way it goes. I know in your pea brain it's hard for you to understand. These guys haven't had their opportunity yet. What don't you get? They haven't had a chance yet. This is their opportunity now. They're getting a shot. Guys like you are whining and complaining about them coming out and it didn't get the biggest reaction. Why would it get the biggest reaction? A lot of people are not aware of OTM. You're going to get mad at Triple H for giving these guys an opportunity? Look at these guys. These guys look like legit badasses. These guys are good athletes. These guys have potential. Okay? You can't criticize them until you give them a shot. You can, but you look stupid. What do you think they're going to get the stone cold pop? How dumb of a clown are you?
Ridiculous!
You're ridiculous!
Here we go, y'all. Once again,
Yo.
WWE proved why they're one of the most tone-deaf wrestling companies in the business.
What are you
After
talking
a boring
about?
Show,
What?
They ended the night with a tag match. The Usos versus LA Knight and Solo Sikoa. Then the match ends with
So now you're complaining about a tag team match being the main event? Dude, you would complain about anything. It's like these guys leaving comments say. That's the other problem, that people are sick of you guys. You guys will complain no matter what it is. If it's a singles match, you complain. It's boring. It's been done before. If it's a tag match, it's boring. If it's a triple threat, it's boring. If it's War Games, it sucks. If it's a Royal Rumble, it wasn't booked right. If it's WrestleMania, they let everybody down. You guys say everything's bad because it's the only hook you've got. You clown. Now you're on here complaining about a Raw main event in August because it was a tag match.
From Royce Keys and a tag team from NXT called OTM. Now, unless you watch NXT, you have no idea who these dudes are. And outside of them being...
Again, are you JD Jr.? Are you JD? Are you supposed to be Bobby from New York? Do you watch him and just listen to everything he says? So what, they're never expected to get an opportunity? God forbid. Bobby, this is, how does anybody watch you? I know Bobby don't have a massive channel. I believe he's in AEW, Mark. I believe, I've been hearing that, didn't Bobby was in like buddies with Swerve or something? He did an angle with them or something like that. That shows you how bad AEW is right there. If you got Bobby Monsoon doing an angle for you, your show's in trouble. You see what I'm saying? Bobby don't even have that big of an audience on. I'm just putting him on here because he's so pathetic to me.
Oakland, they have zero connection to Royce Keys. And
so?
If that wasn't already confusing enough...
Oh, let me guess. You should have Cruz Montana should have been in that spot, right? Mike Santana? That's his boys, right? That would have been perfect, right?
time we saw Royce, he was getting beat up by Cjax525.
Yeah.
So his response to getting beat up by 5-2 was going to recruit a tag team from NXT
Hell
that
yeah.
nobody knows to beat up the Usos, LA Knight, and Solo Sikoa.
Yeah, I loved it. I loved that they came out there and sent a message. I loved it.
What? This is the same LA Knight and Solo Sikoa that Royce was just best buds with at
He wasn't best buds with these guys at all. He wasn't best buds with them. Plus, it's storytelling, man. It changes day to day in this business.
A scam. So him suddenly having heat with these two makes zero sense.
Makes all the damn sense in the world. Where was LA Knight when this guy got laid out got beaten up a couple weeks ago? Where was LA Knight to help him?
Well, why would he be mad at them? Because Cjax525 beat him up.
Yeah, because they didn't stop it, did they? He don't owe anybody anything. He can do whatever he wants, man. You get your bread, you get yours.
The entire story just feels like a reach and it's annoying. Absolutely nothing.
It's annoying. Like the cupcakes ran out when you came home from school and mommy didn't have the cupboard filled, right? You sound like a little kid crying all the time. Bobby does his little Triple H montage every episode, puts up a picture of Triple H. You want to be Triple H so bad. I've never seen a guy more jealous, I think, than you are of Triple H, Bobby. Do you sit around like having nightmares about Triple H? Wishing you were him? What's wrong with you, Bobby? This all you got, dude? This all you got to offer? The same videos every week, yelling, crying about Triple H in the booking? Raw is unwatchable. Okay, if Raw's unwatchable, the question I've got that everybody's got for you, we know the answer. See, I already know the answer before I ask you, but I'll ask it anyway. Why do you watch? You're a grown-ass man with gray in your beard. Why do you watch? We know why you watch. You watch because you secretly love it, and you can't wait to get views crapping all over Raw and SmackDown, and doing the same formula that BC does, that Cjax, the hater, all these mushmouths do. You are a grifting, clickbait bozo. And that's my review of Bobby Monsoon. And I'm done with you this week. You're not going to say anything relevant on there. Same noises, same fake voices, same cornball brother antics. And a lot of these guys that are, leaving me comments, we know one thing about them. The reason they're leaving me comments and feedback and they're subscribing is because they don't know me. They ain't buddies with me per se. They know that what I'm saying, what I'm putting on here is keeping it real. That's why a lot respect it. The little woke boys the sheep are going to go around criticizing this in my channel. The softer side of life don't like this kind of thing. The guys that smoke and drink and party and bang women and don't give a damn, live or die, are going to come over here and watch this. Not the little sensitive, boys out there that, need to be coddled by a woman, need to be coddled by their mommy and daddy, like a Bobby. This over here, this is different. We're tired of people like you. Grifting, cornball, fake brothers on there acting like this week after week. Wrestling Daze is back. Again, same black t-shirt, same beanie, same gray beard. Nothing has changed in weeks and weeks and weeks of now showing this guy. He's one of the British guys. He's got this big channel. I've been putting him on every episode. People think I do a pretty good impersonation of this dude. He's very easy to impersonate. Did a video. He does tons of videos. Hours and hours and hours. He has no life. Royce Keys returns with backup. WWE Raw Breakdown Review, August 24th, 26. Let's play some of this.
Hey guys, welcome to Wrestling Daze and welcome to this WWE Raw.
Hi guys, welcome to another Raw recap with Wrestling Daze. This week I'm gonna do the same thing I do every day of my life. We're gonna go on my YouTube channel and break down WWE Raw in SmackDown, and I'm gonna go live for hours, and then I'm gonna break down my live stream, and then I'm gonna do a rewatch and break down my rewatch, and then I'm gonna do a best of the rewatch. I've gotta have hours and hours of footage out there.
Down, and the game might have just changed because I know a lot of people were feeling like the Bloodline story was maybe a little bit stale. It was
No. Here we go again. Here we go. You felt that way because you're another Mark Jobber on the internet and on YouTube that goes with the flow and does what everybody in the sheep thing wants. See, guys coming to me going, "You're a shill for WWE." No, you're sheep. You're guys that you're doing what you think you're supposed to do. The cool thing to do is to be buddies with everybody around here that's got a big channel, to be buddies with every dirt sheet writer, to be buddies with everybody that has a gossip site or a rumor site, and believe everything that you read and hear. None of you are in this business. None of you are in the back. None of you are in the boardrooms with Triple H and TKO executives. None of you are back there booking WWE. You're all a bunch of wannabes, jealous people, most of you, not all of you, that literally would kill to be in a position of power to be able to be in the WWE. But because you're not, and you don't got the balls and the guts to stand up like the hard man cometh, you'll never get hired. So you'll be sitting and complaining until you're blue in the face watching this stuff.
Off the back of a very good week, though, with Solo, obviously turning down, joining up with Roman, joining up with the Bloodline. So good. But
so good. It was great. It was better than cocaine.
Feels like it's heading towards Survivor Series. It feels like we're still a long way from Survivor Series. Well, the game has just changed.
Why are you already getting into Survivor Series in November, man? We're in August still. Dude.
Changed. Because obviously we have just had the arrival of what feels like a brand new faction, a brand new entity, a brand new...
What do you mean, what feels like? There's no feels. It is brand new! What are you talking about? It feels like. It feels like it's new! Because it is.
Group. And it's
group.
Got us thinking about...
He sounds like he's constipated sometimes to me, and like just the way he speaks, it's like helping him. He gets relief. Like, group! Raw! Smoked in! Relief!
War Games, Survivor Series, maybe it being a three-way.
What?
With 3 cages and 3
I'm
teams.
gonna book Survivor Series in advance. Oh, he might be worse than JT. This guy's booking Survivor Series on after a Raw in August. It's gonna be 3 cages. This just reminds me of like what kids do when they're like, with their buddies, like, you know what I think's gonna happen? I think it's gonna be 3 cages this year. They're gonna, like, this guy's like a kid brain. I was thinking about it last night, and it's going to be, I think this time, 3 teams. Dude, you're a grown man. Keep it to the current show.
And I think that's really exciting if that's where we're going. It is something different. It is something fresh. It is something quite engaging.
Something different and fresh. Unlike you, who does nothing different and fresh. You do the same show every week. And as a matter of fact, you force me to do the same show because you do the same thing, so I've got to react to the same crap. But people should be lucky that I'm around here doing these episodes. I don't need a bunch of views to tell me what I'm doing ain't the best thing that's come around this community.
There's already been a bit of a chatter around the idea of maybe Solo and LA Knight joining up with Bloodline. I would not do that.
I would not do that. I would not book that at all. That would be a big mistake, Triple H.
I think that's the right direction at all.
Wait. When did people even see? Nobody said that. When's people saying that? What, two guys in your one of your chat rooms, two jobbers? Two British jobbers might have said that one night to you. I think they're going to go with the LA Knight will go to the Bloodline. What do you think, Wrestling Day? Oh, that's a good idea. I'm going to mention that I'm on the show. What are we doing here? What is this fantasy booking? Get to it! Talk about Raw!
I think what you do is you just keep building these
oh my God
entities. And actually...
Entities? Did he just say in-titties? In-titties! If I could say titties! What? This guy's starting to become an issue for me. I like, at first, I thought this guy was just kind of silly. I'm really starting to see a real sick, grifting, manipulative thing coming out of this dude. Like, I'm getting just peeved off at this guy, man. Weirded out. This is sketch. I feel like this guy is manipulative.
There's a lot of different things that we can do. We know that OTM, of course, are a tag team in their own right. So they can have tag matches.
Yeah?
Maybe they do a match against Solo and LA.
LA. I'm getting mad. I'm going to skip ahead because I'm getting where I can't stand this guy. I am getting where I can't stand this dude.
Chant yours. They barked in every town that we went to. Just like you, says Bron. There's some good lines here. I love this response. You're an angry orange man.
I liked that. I knew that you would get a kick. Did you get a kick out of the orange man joke? Do you remember, guys, when he said you're an angry orange man? I got a kick out of that. He called in orange, guys! I've got a huge YouTube channel. How do I have all these subs? 321,000! Orange man!
Bron Breakker was like having a little look.
Bron Breakker looked at his own arm, guys! Ugh! God almighty, this channel's cringe.
The fake tan wasn't quite fake tan
The
enough.
fake tan wasn't quite fake tan enough. Why are you not just covering the angle?
So he's making out, I'm going to be that thorn.
Don't.
And then he got up, he signed the contract, got up, and he was like, why don't you get your daddy to sign the contract for you, Oba?
Uber, did you get your daddy for Heyman, Uber?
Over to Heyman, and Heyman was like, what are you doing? Don't do this. Don't do this.
We know, we watch. We don't
need
need you to act it out, what Heyman did. Guys, I'm done with this guy for this week. This guy is steadily, every week, becoming more and more of a clown. Nobody in America seems to care about this dude's channel. I'm like the only one. It seems like it's all Brits over there. Not many people ever say anything about him. I never hear people like hyping up wrestling Daze. I think I'm the only one that even talks about this guy. But it's just like, I don't know, man. The voices, the fake laughing, the fantasy booking. I mean, not even really covering the show accurately. It just shows me that this is all a grift for views. He has to go live for 10 hours and then do 30-minute response to his live stream. Guys, if you don't believe me, everything he's saying in this 30 minutes, he already said it in his live show. I'm going to tell you, man, this guy ought to be kind of ashamed of himself at his age to be doing this, to be acting like this. He doesn't seem to have any dignity and pride. I don't know if he's just making so much money, he's just laughing all the way to the bank. I don't know. I don't get how this dude is not, like, getting laughed at more. Mocked. for how absurd this crap that he's doing is. We move it along. Something a little interesting here. Making his, I guess, official debut on my little channel here is Don Tony. Don Tony. Now, Don Tony is a guy that's, I guess, been around forever and ever 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 and ever. I mean, I think this guy was probably doing wrestling content back in like the Bruno Sammartino days or something. I don't know. This guy, he'd been around, let's just say that. But, so I haven't put him on the episodes, you know, playing his feedback or anything yet. But the other day, a guy hit me up and he said, hey man, check this out. He said, I went to Don Tony's channel. He was live. And I commented about your channel to him. And he responded. So I thought, okay, if this guy's been around, people know Don Tony. He doesn't have like a massive channel, but again, I think he's kind of known, like an OG in that community. He talked about TheHardmanCometh. So, I mean, I got to respond. So here we go. Let's see what he was saying, and I'll respond.
YouTube channel. I did check it out earlier because you posted your super chat early. All right. For those that don't know, there's a YouTube channel that's only maybe a month old, maybe a little more than that. And it's someone called TheHardmanCometh.
Oh, there we go, Don Tony. Put me over. Put it over, man. He's correct so far. I've only been doing them about a month, the actual videos. So it is a very new deal. So no problem so far. Let's keep it going. And by the way, shout out to this guy, Chainsaw Charlie.
And basically what he's doing is he is ripping the shit out of a bunch of podcasters. JD from New York.
Yep.
Denise Salcedo.
Yep.
Wrestling Daze.
Yep.
Solomon.
Hell yeah.
Yours truly.
Not yet. I haven't. I think I did put him on the top. That first one I did a month ago. I didn't play their comments. I just talked about some of the. I think I mentioned him, but I haven't really gone off on him yet.
He's ripping on everybody.
You damn right.
Romero.
Yep, and I'm gonna keep doing it to him.
I keep thinking of Ed Romero, but no. Look,
James, get it right. It's James. It's James here. James Romero, the grifting scum. You know who he is, Don.
It's a reaction channel.
Yeah.
And he is criticizing people's rants on stuff.
Mm-hmm.
All I'm going to say is this.
Oh, okay. Ooh, all right. Well, all you're going to say is what? I'm looking forward to this. Here we go.
To me, there's an old saying.
Okay.
If you can give it,
yep,
you better be able to take it.
Okay, is that a threat? Is that a threat? Don? Is that a threat? Trust me, pal. Make all the threats you want. You ain't in the right timeline to step to me. You're a little past it. I'm not saying you are. But in your best days, you ain't got one on me. You may have a little bit of fame and infamy, but in your best day, in the prime of your life, you ain't getting one on me. You understand? You may have a bigger platform because you've been doing this for 30 damn years or whatever you've been doing it. But I'll give you that. I don't think he's threatening, but he sounds a little bit like, oh, you better be able to take it, huh? I'm going to take it all.
And I know I am not a perfect person. I absolutely deserve criticism.
You damn right you do. You damn right. You got that right. And now I may have to put you on here more.
If you do it in an entertaining way, I'll laugh at it too.
All right. Good,
all right?
Good.
I'm not endorsing it. I'm not crapping on it.
Yeah, we know you're not going to endorse it. You're too scared to endorse it. You're like all these other guys. You're not going to dare sell for me. You're not going to. Well, you did. The only reason he's talking about is the guy donated. That's about the only reason. It was worth $10 to, did I benefit from this at all? Did anybody give me subs off of this? If you subbed because you heard me on Don Tony's Dead Chat, let me know. See, it's, you know the problem? It's the old guard. It's guys like this. He's living in the 1980s and 90s. Okay? This is 2026. All right? And he may be an OG, and that's well and good. But let me tell you something right now. He wants to talk about you better be able to take it. Well, I'm going to kick that retirement door down. And I'm going to barnstorm that sucker. And you get in my way, I don't care if you're an old man. You get in my way, you're going to get waylaid around here. And that means you. I didn't have a problem with this guy. I like the OG guys. I like the guys that have been around. This guy been, running this game for years, probably. Problem is, you need to watch out. You need to watch out what you say about the guy coming up underneath there. You may think I'm a jobber now. I may have a small potatoes channel right now. And I may not even last on here. YouTube don't like rebels like me, man. They like safe guys like this guy. He's been on there for 20 years or whatever he's been on there. I keep saying 20, but...
All I'm saying is I don't watch it too deep, but I will say this.
I don't blame you, man. Why would you watch it too deep? What am I... But this ain't rocket science around here, man. What I'm doing is very basic and fundamental stuff. I'm coming on... I'm turning it on these people. I'm putting their poison back on them. They like to go on there and have free reign to run their mouth for years. These guys like JD. Why can't I do that back at them? That's all I'm doing. In matter of fact, it's a pretty easy concept, but I'm the one to do it. I'm the right guy for the job because I can do it the right way. Because I don't like anybody. I ain't taking sides. I'm going after everybody. Fair. You need a guy like that.
Guy is fucking funny.
Well, there you go. Okay.
He reminds me of Sam Kinison. He reminds me of Sam.
I'll take that. I'll take that. I'll take the Sam Kinison comparison. Sam Kinison! Crazy comedian, Sam Kinison. A lot of people I don't... See, he's old school, this guy. I appreciate that. Who mentions Sam Kinison anymore? That guy been dead for 30 years or longer. So, I mean, again, I have an appreciation for what... I can say, hey, man... Shout out to Don Tony for laying the groundwork, if he did. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, he doesn't have that big of a channel, so he obviously... Matter of fact, I mean, when I think about it, it's kind of like, you know what, Don, I'm kind of disappointed in you. I'll tell you why. If you were you were one of the guys that came first, right? Why did you not make this a better community? Why is it in such disrepair? Why is this community not better off if you found it so early? You made a lot of mistakes, I think, because you allowed these guys like JD to come in and Solomonster, all these bums, to come in and monopolize even above you. When you were probably ahead of them all, right? You were ahead of the curve, weren't you? You know that they say about make the place better when you leave it? Have you done that? I mean, well, I don't know, man. Not for nothing, but I mean,
Kinison, the way he talks. Like, he'll just be criticizing someone and then all of a sudden be like just how Sam Kinison would be like.
Hell yeah.
And it's a funny channel. Some of his criticism, I absolutely agree with some people. Some of his criticism, I think, is far... Fair
enough. I mean, he gets a kick out of it. That I'm sure other people are getting a kick out of it, too. They're laughing at a lot of the crap. That's fine, man. I'm not on here. I'm not a political bitch. I'm not a guy on here trying to, run some kind of scheme. I'm just doing what I'm doing. But, I mean, I don't know. Don Tony, whatever, man. I'm sure I'll get him on here and play some of his wrestling takes soon. For now, I just wanted to get him on and react to his comments about me. But I definitely don't put this guy in the same box as some of them other scumbags. But I haven't really watched Dante. I don't know the full scope. I know he had like it was another guy who was with him for years, right? And I don't know, I've seen him over the years pop up, but the thing is, I was in another community for a long time, and I was so distracted, I was involved with that, I just I haven't been really keeping up with these guys and these channels all these years, these pro wrestling guys. So I would just hear about him here and there and see something, but he's got a whole backstory, but I need to know more about it before I really run my mouth. But anyway, he said he's getting a kick out of it. Fair enough. I don't know. What am I supposed to say? I said what I need to say. I don't know what he meant about you better be able to take it. I mean, okay. I mean, if you want to go talk about me, go for it, man. You think I haven't heard criticisms? Dude, I mean, look at the comments I'm getting. I'm getting crapped all over by a lot of dudes that hate what I'm doing. They're mad at what I'm doing. But anyway, all right. Don Tony makes his official debut, responding about the hard man cometh. I don't think he said anything else, I don't think, about me.
Some of his criticism, I absolutely agree with some people. Some of his criticism, I think, is far off. But hey, it's a funny channel.
Okay.
You know, people find it entertaining. It's very negative, no question about it.
It's negative. Okay, I forgot he did say that. He said I had to replay. He said it was negative. I'm getting people saying that too. Like, oh, what are you gonna be negative? Like, some guy had the audacity to comment, "Why are you doing this?" Like, crying about me doing the show. Dude, who else is doing a concept like this? Do you want every channel to be the same? You want everybody to be on there and be kumbaya and hold hands and talk about, oh, WWE's terrible. You want every channel to be the same? You gotta have, I'm different, I'm unique. I'm not gonna be like everybody else. You can call it negative, I call it keeping it real. Do you know what I mean? Am I going a little hard on some of these cats? Maybe. Have I made it a little personal with a couple? Sure. But guess what? We're in the pro wrestling space here. I went after Heel's Advocate, who claims he's a heel. And I got people leaving comments, man, leave him alone. Why you gotta be so mean to Heel's Advocate? Oh, like, what are we doing here? I thought this guy's a heel. Be a heel now. Be a heel to me. Be a heel back. They ain't got it in them. I gotta be the heel. I'm the heel, I guess. Anyway, all right, I don't. And by the way, yeah, shout out to Chainsaw Charlie and Terry Funk. He was talking about Terry Funk. And yeah, Terry Funk, badass MFer back in the day. So it's a return of the hater. I thought I might be done with this guy, this mushmouth, mushbrain, slow wit. But I had a couple of guys saying, I'll put hater back on. Hater back at it. WWE Raw Rant, Apocalypto Review, Mega Rant Deluxe. So apparently he went on a mega rant. And let's just see what this jobber had to say. I think what I'm going to do, I've been thinking about this. I think the main show should have all the bigger channels. Whether you like it or not, they move the needle more. I think the channels that are more jobbery, like Hater, the more middle-level, small ones, maybe need to throw into their own separate show. But anyway, let's see what he was saying here. I'll try to... he did an hour, by the way, which is pathetic.
What it is, cucks? You must have thought that the hater forgot to review Raw.
I know people get mad when I keep interrupting. I love interrupting this guy. You're really gonna start out calling people cucks? Dude, hater, you look, man, I'm assuming you're a gimmick, right? I kind of figured you were at work from the beginning. I get that. So I'm actually not gonna call you out. I'm not gonna challenge you to nothing, because I done know you wouldn't come outside. But what I am going to say to you is, man, and I want to be very clear with this, you are, without a shadow of a by God almighty doubt, a slow-brained, mush-mouth cuck boy yourself. If anybody's a cuck, it'd be you. So you might want to rethink your words.
I was just a little busy today and I forgot.
Nah, you weren't busy at all. You have no life. You did a 1 hour fake rant on YouTube. Hater, you don't get women. There's a reason you don't show your face. I think we know by the sound of your voice why. It's clear you're not a tough guy. You bragged about beating your buddies in a poker game. We done know you're not killing it, okay? We know this. Stop with the filibustering rhetoric like you've got some great life behind the scenes. You ain't got no life. Because if you had any life, you wouldn't be on here nerding out for an hour. Grown-ass man about Raw. Save me with this life you claim to have.
I was at like 6 p.m. or whatever for no reason other than it was in Canada. You know, what's up with that, by the way? Like, ever since Raw has downgraded to Netflix, it's like they just put it on whenever they want. You know what I mean? And it's not 3 hours anymore.
And you watch every second of it, don't you? You watch every ever-loving second of it.
It's like 2 hours and 20 minutes. It's annoying. And
You're annoying! You are! You, hater! You're annoying! Change your name of your channel. You're not hater. You're not hater. Do you want to know what you are? Do you want to know what you are? And I don't know if I can say this. Actually, I better, I'll tell you off air what you are. Because if I say it on here, YouTube ain't gonna like that so much. So I'm gonna save that. But, you're the opposite of hater. Okay?
Obviously indicative of the fact that this company is failing miserably, you know,
Kinda like
on
you.
Netflix. But
they're not failing at all like you are. How long you've been doing this channel for years, and you're nowhere near the top of the rant board.
Of that, the hater has to review it.
The hater doesn't, because you got no life, do you?
We do it to it, and we review it segment by segment.
You know, you're not even good with impressions at all. Like, when you do voices, you're not even like funny or good. Like, somebody said mine aren't the best. Like, mine are way better than yours. Like, you literally just do your slow brain. And you lie, you filibuster about how bad the show's numbers are when that's not true.
Let's get started.
Get to it.
The show starts out,
yeah,
and we see Stephanie Vaquero walking in. She's wearing...
I think we better skip ahead. I want to get into the main stuff. I don't need a virgin telling me about the women. Hang on. Okay, I think he gets to the main event here. I believe so.
With that being said, the match just ends after Penta does a sacrifice and a Mexican destroyer, which he basically botches to move on. So now, wow, who could have seen this shit coming? It'll be Rey Fenix versus Penta.
Yeah.
To determine the guy that's going to...
Well, he's not the main event yet, but is he really going to you know, another guy, it's like, I see a couple of guys were leaving comments about this too. It's like JD and guys like, they get so worked up over the luchadors being in WWE and working with each other. Like, I just don't understand how these marks cry and bitch and moan about these luchadors as much as they do. It's like they don't want any of these guys to be in the WWE. If I was booking, I wouldn't have a Rey Fenix and Penta in there. I don't like them. But it's a good thing that you're not booking. Because if you were booking, I'm pretty sure that the numbers would go down the toilet like your channel. You can't even book your YouTube channel right. How are you going to book WWE? I don't get it. It's like these guys are just full of themselves, and they know they're full of them. It's all an act. Hater's a con man.
Job to Roman Reigns. I'm really looking forward to that shithole match. Anyway,
don't watch it then.
After this, Solo and LA are shown getting ready. And they have a moment to reestablish the fact that they're friends. It's going to be them versus the Usos. Man, yeah, man, one shot, man. Let's see if Jacob Fatu comes out here and dog walk that A.
Your impressions are spot on, dude.
And the match is a complete waste of time because he gets interrupted immediately. Not immediately.
Interrupted.
He goes on for a little bit just to kind of, have them earn their money, I guess.
So you literally just contradicted yourself. You changed it because your mush brain realized you had made a mistake. It didn't get interrupted immediately.
At a certain point, Royce Keys comes in.
Yeah.
He's wearing a bandana around his face.
Yeah.
But because of his distinct look, right? Because he's black.
Did that ruin it? Oh, because he's black? Whoa, what? Wait, what? Hey, guys, we got... something about him being black is the reason. Let's see what Hater has to say.
Many black wrestlers,
Oh?
Compared to
Yeah.
random white guys.
Oh, okay.
Right?
Yeah.
And the fact that
Yeah.
he's built like a fucking brick house,
Oh.
and he has that distinctive haircut that he has, the bandana around him.
Hey guys, Royce Keys is black. I didn't know, Hater. Thanks for letting us know that Royce Keys is a black man. You're a genius, man. You really are. I wouldn't have known if you hadn't told me just now. The whole time I thought he was a white guy. Dude, you're right. That bandana gave it away that he's black. That's exactly what it was, Hater. Dude, you're literally a fool. You're a bozo hiding behind a microphone.
The face hides nothing. This is like when Superman puts on his glasses, and they're like, "Oh shit, where'd Superman go? Oh, there's Clark."
It's nothing to do with your cartoon fantasies, nerd.
He knows where you went. This is fucking retarded.
You are.
He comes in and he just attacks like one of them, right? And Michael Cole's like, "Who's that? Who's that?" And it's like,
who are you?
Are you retarded? Like, who do you think it is, man?
Who are you? Who are you, Hater? Who are you? Who are you? What's your story? The Hider. I'm going to call you the Hider. The Hider, because you hide.
And it's not like, look, if this was like Royce Keys' debut, fine. It could be a number of big black guys with that haircut, right? But this is
so he's trying to... I see what the Hater's trying to do. Guys, you see, and the black guys that are watching, they'll understand what Hater's about. See, what Hater's trying to do is, he's trying to be that guy. He's controversial, guys. He's not afraid to be like, I'm going to call him for what he is. He's a black man. Hey, you could put that outfit on a bunch of black guys and so... He's trying to be like, who do you think you are? Like, do you think you're like the comedian, the controversial, like, unafraid comedian of pro wrestling YouTube? You do understand that we all know what you're doing with your little gimmick. Your gimmick is, this is all the stuff that you can't say in real life. That you wish you could go around talking like this on the streets, Hider, but you can't. You don't do it in the real life. You come on here and you drop your little insults and your little wannabe shock jock 80s mentality because you can't live the real deal. You apparently are intimidated by the brothers because you have to keep dropping little seed bombs about the black man. Because apparently you're intimidated by the black man. Is that what it is? You're another one of them little mush mouths that's always complaining about, just another black guy, man. It's just another black guy. These guys right here would annihilate you in any way they wanted to. You're lucky that we live. You know what, Hider? You're just lucky that you can say what you want on your little dumb channel. That we don't know who you are. That we don't see you walking around in public. Because then all of a sudden you're going to become the little, weakling that you really are on the inside. If you got a problem with black men, just say it, dude. Let it out. Get your real feelings out. Instead of trying to do the fake tough guy, I'll say anything shock jock gimmick. We all know you're a coward. We all know you ain't going to say this to their face. And we all know that in the real world, you know what would happen if you talked like that. You wouldn't last too long. I'm done with you this week. I mean, I feel like I can't do an episode without... Hello, James here. James Romero, the king of grifting lately. He's at it yet again, man, and it just makes the Pro Wrestling Clown Show continue. He put out a video, ESPN wants out of WWE deal. Let's see what he was saying on his next Scam for Views video.
Hello everybody, James here, and there's a little old saying out there, is don't believe everything you read, especially...
And there's a little old saying out here that I've got for you. Don't believe everything James Romero puts out on YouTube. You just expose yourself. You could be talking about yourself. Because I don't think you know anything that you're talking about. I think that you are a guy, me and a bunch of people on my comment section have figured you out. You are a guy, you have no talent, You've never wrestled. You sit on your ass every day of your life. All you've got is your YouTube channel and your action figures and your little guitar in the background there and your tattoo that's terrible. You are a guy that sits around all day, sedentary, waiting for the next wrestling video you can put out that you see on the newswire that you think will make a good headline. You don't even seem to cover Raw or SmackDown. Your interviews have fallen off. You're literally like Chris Van Vliet is, I don't even like Van Vliet, but he blows you out of the damn water. You ain't nothing in his world. You can't be him. Every guy you do a show with is either an 80-year-old man that never drew money with a mustache, or it's some guy that was in the BWO. You are failing. And to be honest, I mean, I know people are going to say, oh, James is a good guy. He's hustling and leave him alone. And I'll put this out there. James, I know you got buddies in the business even. If any of your buddies in the business got a problem, they can come do something about it too. Any of them. I don't care who they are. I don't care if they were in WWE. I don't care if they were in ECW. I don't care if they booked in Puerto Rico. Anybody, anytime can get it. If they got a problem with what I'm saying about you. Somebody dared leave me a comment that James Romero, they indicated that he would take me out. Oh, I'd love to see that. Anytime. Fly over here from England, buddy. I mean, I beg you. I beg you to put that into practice. James, if you think you're a tough guy, show me, man. That's all you got to do. Show me. Book it. Book it. Book me. Book me. Me versus you. Any way that you want it. MMA, boxing, kickboxing. I don't even grapple. I'll grapple. Pro wrestling match. Me versus you. But I don't have enough subs for you. I understand that. But consider yourself called out too. Grifter boy.
When it's written by someone called B.J. Bethel. Now, if you've somehow heard of that name, he's the guy who claimed
we don't care.
Sources.
None of us care about that.
HBO Max. That Tony Khan and Dave Meltzer and everybody else apparently don't have the sources for to reveal this information. Is the following.
What are you talking about? Can you just get to this? You said this about WWE's deal with ESPN. This has nothing to do with Tony Khan. You bozo.
Dynamite on HBO Max brings in an additional 500,000 viewers per episode.
Okay.
How did he find it out?
Yeah,
well,
tell
trust
us.
me, bro. That's basically it. As far as I can tell, as far as anyone else can tell, he pulled some numbers out of his arse.
Like you,
and then claimed
pulled video out of your arse.
He got them from sources. Not one single person since then has been able to confirm or deny those numbers.
You are such a mark. You are such a mark. I'm sick of you, man. I am so sick of you. I used to kind of not have an issue with this guy, but now I do. I have a big issue with this guy right here. When I see a fraud, I just see it. And I can't stop seeing it. This is another filibustering topic for views.
Publicly since, including the owner of AEW.
What does it have to do with WWE and ESPN?
Dave Meltzer, for example, trotting out that number on occasion.
What are you getting? Oh my God!
Propaganda, I guess.
Propaganda! You're propaganda! I'm gonna skip ahead. What is
ESPN's new app, which launched a year ago.
Yo, you're gonna put that SE Scoops up there? That jobber website? Who cares about SE Scoops? You rumor-monging mark? Do you not understand that half the time the crap they talk about on these websites is bullcrap? These people want traffic to their website. It's like TMZ, it's drama, it's new breaking crap news. Half the stuff don't even add up. I found SE Scoops. news on this?
One source said there was virtually no discussions between the two companies when the app was launched, and WWE PLEs began airing on it. That changed recently, with ESPN promoting WWE content, making the PLEs available on lesser tiers, and airing the first hour of shows on linear networks, much to
What?
the chagrin
I mean,
of
what does this
sports
have to
fans.
do with anything? I don't. Why are you're just reading articles? You're just reading. You're not even intelligent. You see what I'm saying, people? Like y'all wonder like why I do this. Like, do you not see what this guy's? Any of you could do this. Any robot brain fool could go look up a pro wrestling website, find an article, and do a video reading it. This guy is supposed to be a pro wrestling journalist, James Romero. Supposed to have connections. I mean, and this is the best that he's got? This is nonsense, rhetoric, jargon. None of this matters. This will go nowhere. He doesn't have inside information. He's reading gossip.
Reported last week there have been more discussions on the main ESPN three morning shows than there have been of major whispers about buyer's remorse on ESPN's part about the deal and continued signs of tension between the two partners, not to mention...
Okay, let's say there was something to this, right? Let's just hypothetically say ESPN wants out. Get out then! ESPN, get the hell out then! What did they not get? Do people not understand? The WWE will always have a home somewhere. It don't matter if it's on ESPN. It don't matter if it's on USA. It don't matter if it's on Fox. Someone NBC, CW, wherever. There's going to be somebody broadcast them. They are a $1 billion business. All this crap about Netflix, they're disappointing ESPN. Boo-hoo. James, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. This is the best you got, man. This is all you've got to offer this community. Is just these clickbaity headlines. Like, go on there and break something big. Like, break a news story. Like, you're almost no different than that POS Sean's View Entertainment. Yeah, that clickbaiting worm. By the way, he subscribed to me. Sean's View Entertainment subbed to the hard man because he loves the entertainment, don't you, Sean's View? You know you love it, dude. Too bad I don't like you. Point is, it's like, what the level of patheticness of these guys. This is his big headline. Enough of you. It's a return of Chrissy Talks Wrestling. Now, again, I mean, a couple of guys said, hey, bring Chrissy back. She's only been on one show. You know, I've got Denise on, so I mean, do I really want to do two broads on the same episode? Well, you know, Chrissy's back. You know, and Chrissy seems to have an issue with Bron Breakker. By the way, is that Chrissy? You know what, Chrissy, hey, you know, I'll tell you what, I may get some social set up too. I may have to slide into them DMs too, girl. Because, you know, I didn't think you looked that good. I'm not gonna lie, you know, I'm not hating what I'm seeing right there, you know, but, I don't know, do you like white men? Do you like angry white guys, though? Let me see what she was saying.
He literally schooled him. It wasn't about looking tough. It wasn't about aura forming. He just did it. He aura farms. He just does naturally. And the way he kind of broke it down with him talking about each era, who was the guy, and then the people coming after the guy, how he broke it down.
So yeah, you're all over the... She's in love with Oba. She is in love with Oba Femi, guys.
Each era, throwing in those Easter eggs, John Cena.
No, Chrissy, you do understand that they wrote that promo for him. You get that right, Chrissy. Chrissy, are you a mark? I mean, Chrissy, let me break this down for you, sister. So, you know, they in the back, girl. You know, and it's a day of the show, girl. And you know what happens, girl? You know, like when you and your girls get together and you like to gossip with each other all the time? Well, what happens is, girl, when they get to the arena that day, girl, and in the back, that's where all the wrestlers go, okay? And you do understand, Chrissy, that they all friends back there, right? They may not be best friends, all of them, but they're co-workers. They shake each other's hands, and they say, hey, you two are gonna work here tonight. Yo, brother, all right, cool, what are we gonna say? And then you see, Chrissy, they have a writing team. You see? And they go to Oba, and they say, hey, Oba, this is what we want you to say, and Bron, we want you to say this. They act as, girl. And it seemed like you don't get that. Because, Chrissy, you're trying to come on here and make it seem like that Oba demolished Bron on the mic. You're out of your mind, girl. You're out of your mind. You really are. You don't even know what you're talking about. Bron Breakker, I thought he did better than Oba on the mic, to be honest with you. In the role that he's playing, the heel in Vision, the guy that's like jealous, kind of like the angry guy, I thought he said everything he needed to say. I'm the dog, I'll whoop you. Like he kept it real. All Oba did was like, you're in the age of Oba now. Blah. Yeah, that was so great, Chrissy. You have a Bron Breakker hatred. I don't understand why.
Roman Reigns, you have to be a fan at that time to understand Oba Femi's promo.
No,
and
not at all.
He
No.
did it was just so smooth sailing.
Bull.
Understand?
Nah.
That because I exist, your chances of being the face of this place have drastically gone down.
How's that a great promo? I mean, I'm not trying to crap on Oba. I don't have a problem with Oba either. I like what they're doing with him, but it's the way that she's acting like he demolished Breakker. That's not true.
Then when he goes on to tell Bron Breakker that you have the unfortunate road to have to come up against me. Your future is looking less bright because I'm here.
What is this, story time with Chrissy? Here I'm putting you on the show and you're making yourself look so bad, girl. You're really killing the vibe here.
Leads here. And when I tell you,
Tell me
Bron
what?
Breakker got on that mic and responded.
Yeah? What happened?
And he responded with the typical in-ring work. I say, it's over for this guy.
No. You know what, Chrissy? It's done for you. I'm done. I'm taking you off here. I don't like your anti-Breakker sentiment. You bash Breakker constantly on your videos. You have got... I don't know what it is about you. You don't like tough white guys, do you? I don't think you'd like me too much either. You probably wouldn't like the hard man, would you? You probably like Bobby Monsoon over me, wouldn't you? Yeah, why don't you and Bobby get together? Oh, is that going to happen? Bobby Monsoon's Oba and I'm Breakker in that situation. Oh, no way. That means Bobby would go over. I take that back. Oh God. No. She's got something against Breakker. I don't know what the problem is. Every video, she's just crapping all over Breakker. So, I don't know. Maybe it's just like the love for Oba. She's got the hots for him, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, I don't like her gimmick. Cjax525, yet video number 1,040,000 of angry fake rant, raw meaningless garbage with Cjax. And he's becoming a regular on the show. Some people have said that, understand that this guy is a joke. He is... Well, the way it was presented to me is that, Cjax, how do I say this? So, I don't want, YouTube will get upset with me, but basically Cjax was in special class at school. Do you know what I mean? Cjax, he basically, I guess what I'm trying to tell you is that, he rode the short bus, all right? And we got to be careful what we say. We're going to support Cjax here. We know that this right here is how he survives life with his fake YouTube channel. But here we go.
Yo, what's up, guys? It's your boy. Cjax. Back with another video.
Back with another video. By the way, you ever notice his videos get the exact same views every time? Never changes. Kind of suspicious.
And today, we had another classic, meaningless, boring,
meaningless, lifeless. Oh, you talking about your own show? Wait, yeah, your show? The Cjax show? I think he's talking about himself. I think has he finally realized? He's gonna give me what I wanted the whole time. He's admitting his show's boring. Hey, here we go.
Episode of Monday Night Raw.
Oh, damn. I think I'll skip over him crying about Luchador. Let's move ahead.
Artificial buffing and the manufactured, boost of these wrestlers. Again, Bron Breakker lost to Jey Uso clean for the Intercontinental title. He lost to nearly 50-year-old CM Punk at the beginning of this year, which he brings up in this promo, right? He didn't even bring up Punk, but he brings up the fact that he was allegedly on top of the world at the beginning of the year, even though he had lost to CM Punk on the first Raw of the year this year, guys. A nearly 50-year-old Punk beat a up-and-coming, quote-unquote, future of the...
I mean, a 50-year-old Punk beat an upcoming... Cjax, this is the mark in you coming out, Cjax. Okay, let me try to explain this to you here on TheHardmanCometh. So, Cjax, you're an adult man. I know you're trying to act like a child, and it's kind of creepy. I know you're trying to pretend like you're this kid and stuff. I can tell you look like you're 35. Like I don't know if are you doing that thing where you're, hey, I'm a young guy. Like give it up. You're not that young. Anyway, you do understand. Once again, I've explained this to other guys too. Cjax, see, Bron Breakker is a professional wrestler. There's a script. Okay? And they don't, hey, Cjax, they don't actually fight for real. You know what I mean? They're not actually hitting each other with all they've got. They're not actually kicking each other as hard as they can. See, Cjax, but I think in your cartoon world, they are. And Breakker lost to a 50-year-old, right? Never mind that it was in the script. That it was written and he's doing his job! What kind of a fool are you? I don't get why these guys are not ran out of this community.
The industry. So that contradicts everything Bron Breakker is saying. That's problem one. Then Rollins, another guy who's been around for a while and who's above the age of 40, beat Bron Breakker twice over the summer.
I think you're above 40. Are you like that? I mean, you're just like pretending to be young to be cool. So how old's Cjax? I don't know. I'm getting a weird vibe off him. That he's older than he lets on.
So that's another thing that contradicts what he says. On top of that, he tells Oba, what have you done? You have no gold. You beat Brock? Great. He says you beat Brock? Great. And just brushes it off as if it's nothing. Brock Lesnar's one of the greatest wrestlers in all time.
You mean the same guy that you said every episode that he was on was garbage? And that the show was boring? And now you like Brock. Do you guys, I just busted him right there. How come whenever Brock was on Raw weeks and weeks ago, hyping up the Oba feud, Cjax was talking about how horrible it was? But now, Brock's one of the greatest of all time.
And is the beast of WWE history.
Oh.
And he just got put down and retired by Oba Femi, who was a rookie on the main roster. And you're saying that's nothing? Well, you lost to Jey Uso your rookie year. You know what I'm saying? You were struggling with Kaiser and Sheamus in your rookie year. And then you fast forward.
I think Cjax thinks that they really fight. Like, he thinks this is real life. Oh, poor Cjax, man.
You lost to CM Punk, who's nearly 50. Bron Breakker did...
How many times have you now brought up in the space of like 5 minutes or whatever in this video how old Punk is? So it's almost like you're hiding something yourself. I'm going to say Cjax is like 38 or something.
Nothing throughout 2025 and was a lackey jobber in the vision. Did the heel turn on Seth or the turn on Seth, and that went absolutely nowhere. Led to him jobbing out to 50-year-old Punk.
Here we go, 50-year-old Punk.
Saying, man. Nothing Bron...
Take a shot every time he talks about Punk being 50 when Punk's not actually 50. This is the thing you do when you're bitter and jealous of somebody. You just keep talking about their age. Like, he's 50, but he's 50. Yeah, he's 50. God, Cjax, you're really sad.
Breaker says holds weight. That is what I'm trying to
Then
get
don't
at.
watch.
And so when he says this line, he
Don't
tells
watch.
Oba, the only reason you're this over and you're in this position to be the future possibly is because I got injured earlier this year. No, it's not because you got injured. It's because Oba snatched your chain. Because unfortunately for Bron Breakker,
Hey, again, you do understand Cjax. Oh, okay. Hey, Cjax, you know when you watch your Marvel, hero movies, you do understand that that's a lot of that CGI, computer generated. You do understand they're not really killing each other in the movie. Do you understand fact or fiction, bro? Do you understand that you are watching a produced, scripted TV show? Why are you putting all this on Bron Breakker? You're like Chrissy. Same deal. You're all up Oba's ass. And you're like acting like, oh, Breaker's terrible. He got exposed. He didn't get exposed at all.
if we're being honest with ourselves, guys,
Oba
is bigger and better than Bron Breakker. He's a bigger star. He's over to the ring and brings with him OTM from NXT, which is Bronco Nima and someone else. I'm sorry, man. I forget the other guys.
You don't watch NXT? I thought you another guy. Don't you cover it all? Or are you too busy to watch NXT? You don't know OTM either, do you, It's I don't watch NXT either, guys.
Other guy's name. But, Bronco Nima, that name sticks with me. I will say that's a pretty good name for a new wrestler, I think. That's good. It sticks with you, right?
Sticks with you. Bronco Nima's a good name for a new. He's been in the product. He's been in the system for like 5 years, you goof.
Remember that name, I suppose. As long as he does stuff, I guess, right? So they come out there, they beat the crap out of LA Knight, beat up Jey Uso, beat up Jimmy, beat up Solo, used the steel steps, slammed them against the barricade, beat them down. Jimmy Uso gets put through a table. They're all laid out, and Royce Keys and OTM stand tall. They're wearing like the, like the gang masks, you know what I'm saying? From
maybe the gang masks. Bandanas, you stupid. Oh, this guy hasn't even lived life. He thinks every guy in a bandana is wearing a gang mask.
From California and stuff. They're Michael Cole says they're from the hood. Kind of reminds me of Crime Time, right? I don't know if you guys remember Rest in Peace Shaq.
Yeah, bring up Crime Time. Dude. These guys, Cjax is so cringe. You remember Crime Time 20 years ago? This reminds me of Crime Time. He has to go back and do a Crime Time video. How pathetic is this guy?
Part in JTG, you know what I'm saying, back in Crime Time.
It has nothing to do with that. You're just saying it because they're black. Oh my God.
Feels like that. They're wearing their masks.
What about the Street Profits? What about New Day? Oh no, these are the gangsta guys, right? They're the most comparison.
They're trying to act like hood guys and stuff like that.
Oh my God.
Bro, again, let's see where this leads. I'm not really excited to see any of this, but I don't know. At least Royce Keys is.
You're not excited. You know what? I can't deal with this guy. It's getting to the point. I don't even know why I put him on the show anymore. He doesn't move the needle. Nobody really cares about Cjax. I'm just showing you how cringe he is yet again. This is pathetic. He doesn't even know what he's talking about. He's comparing OTM to Crime Time because they're black and they look like gangbangers. That's all he had for his Raw recap. And Bron Breakker, and CM Punk's 50. That's all he had to say. All right, that's going to do it, man. They seem like these episodes get longer and longer. I need to get out of here. So again, as always, make sure you're watching, leaving the feedback. We got this thing going. People are responding. This show's taking over. I'm getting as many channels on here. I can't get them all on every episode. Some people don't make the cut. We're trying to get them subs slowly. We're getting up there. Views have been steady. I'll be back Sunday for another episode. I might start doing more content. People want me to do more. I keep saying I need to go live in the future, get that aspect of this going as well, so I can interact with people live and show people I'm not just some guy that runs my mouth on here. I'll do it on the chat live too. But there you go. So same thing as always. Make sure you get that feedback in. I'll be back. Till next time, I'm out.